What up, y'all? What up, y'all? It's been a minute. I got Chris on the camera. Say what's up, Chris.
What up, guys?
It's hot out, so I'm gonna try to make this fairly quickly, but I just want to give an update on the JK because there has been a few things done. I've had it a little over a year, so I kind of just want to check in with y'all. On the JK, I have a 3-inch lift kit, Fox shocks with reservoir, coil springs, front track bar, rear track bar, bump stops, Fox stabilizer, and then the JK has quicker connects for the end links. Honestly, I really do like it. I have no complaints whatsoever. I know that I can do much more, but I don't really plan on it. It's good for what I need it for. Chris rides in it all the time. What do you think? Smooth, right? I don't think I need to change anything. Totally recommend all that. All that stuff is great. We'll get into like the armor, front, rear, and the rock sliders. I don't know the name of the company. It was the craziest story. Right when I purchased the JK, I met some guy and he spoke Spanish. I spoke Spanish to him. Turns out he owned a company that sold bumpers, and he gave me the fenders at the time. He gave me fenders, front, rear bumpers, and rock sliders, all for $300. I think it was $350, right? 350 bucks. So for all that, I couldn't pass. Don't get me wrong, I would like to get like the 10th anniversary like steel bumpers, but for 350 bucks for everything, I can't really complain. On the front, I do have a worn winch with factor 55 fairlead and flatlink. I have the Baja Designs fog lights. Those things were great. Honestly, I use them all the time, even on the freeway and stuff when there's just a bunch of fog out. I have the Baja Designs Squadron Sports and my ditch lights. Those things are sick. I have no complaints there at all. As you can see over there, I have a little, what do you call that?
CB antenna?
No, not CB. GMRS.
GMRS.
I have my GMRS antenna up there. No complaints there. That thing works great. It's super easy to install too. You can do it on literally any car, truck, doesn't matter. KBD fenders. They're polyurethane. Shout out to Chris. He got me those for my birthday at the time. Those things are sick. I'll probably paint them at some point, but right now they look great, so no complaints there. Here I have the Sunseeker Rhino rack awning. I have a love and hate relationship with this thing because when it works great, but when it doesn't, it's very annoying. I have that attached to the Rhino rack Pioneer platform. This thing, I recommend it to literally anyone and everyone. It's a great rack. Super easy to install once you get it, but really I did everything, and even the backbone system that it comes with, and super easy. I'll go back here before I move on. Up here I have the KC Cyclone amber lights, just for like my chase lights, just so whenever it's dark out or there's some dust up, you know, people aren't just gonna crash up into me and hit me. Back here I have the Teraflex tire carrier, just because I do have a 35-inch tire. I do have 35s on, and I already started seeing like the little nipples on the back of the tailgate, just because it was too heavy. So purchased that on a good deal. And then here I have the water port. I freaking love that thing. It is the 3.8 gallon, and it's fantastic. It's more than enough for every time I go out. If it's not, I just refill it. Super easy. I always keep the hose with me, and it attaches to literally any water hose, and it pressurizes it at the same time. So that thing's super cool. My girlfriend loves it because she's able to like clean her face before she goes to bed, or you know, do whatever you gotta do. Up here, this is my baby. I love this thing. I have no complaints whatsoever. I will say I do plan on upgrading the bedding inside, but like other than that, this thing is freaking awesome. It takes me probably, what, Chris, a minute to set up?
30 seconds. Yeah,
it's super easy. Breakdown time is super easy. I'll put up a video now of me breaking it down in Big Bear. It's so fast, so easy, and I really like it just because I'm able to, I'm not this isn't, no one's waiting on me, or, you know, I can get to camp and just pop it open and not really have to worry about it, or just leave it closed because I could open it right before bed. It's super easy. If you're going camping a lot, that's something I totally recommend. Go on the inside. You want to go passenger seat?
Yeah.
Okay. Up front, I have the Vector off-road dash bar. This thing's cool because I can put as many accessories as I want, like my Auxbeam 6-gang switch panel. It is attached here with them 67 design mounts. That's cool because it's all here. Up here, I have my Halos fog lights, ditch lights, the KCs, and then I also am able to charge up my fridge back here. So I love that thing. It's super sick, and all of it was very easy to install. I have the bulletproof mounting solutions phone mount.
It's bullet point.
Oh yeah, sorry, bullet point mounting solutions phone mount up here. The reason I have this, it's not 67 Designs, is because I previously did have the bullet point mounting solutions dock, but over time I upgraded to the Vector, and I'm still able to use this with a 67 design mount, so works great. I have my Midland here, and it's in arm's reach. It's super easy. I did upgrade to the Sony AV. Honestly, I don't remember the name of it, but it has Apple CarPlay, and that's really what I wanted. So got that here, have the rear camera on that, and everything in here is super comfortable. I have no complaints. I've driven the most I've done is 14 hours there and back, and I had no complaints. Like, I feel like usually when I've gone on long trips, I need to get out and just stretch a bit. I think I did 7 hours straight, and I had literally no issues. I stopped to get gas. I think that was really it. But I will share down here, super dirty, so I apologize, but the WeatherTech floor mats. One thing I will say, Chris and I are like keen on just, that's like the first thing anyone should get. Aside from LED interior lights, WeatherTech floor mats are something that I think everyone should invest in.
LED all lights.
Yeah,
LED,
everything. For facts. But like WeatherTech wise, like floor mats, I understand they are a bit pricey, but like they're pricey for a reason, and it's not a bad reason. Like, they're so easy to clean. I've dropped one time. I had a can. I had beer, like a box of beer there, like a 24 pack or some shit like that. One of them broke, and it went all over that box. All I had to do was take it out, wet it down, put it back in. It was the easiest thing ever.
I remember when I had the Xterra,
yeah,
I had WeatherTech all throughout there, and then we were stopped at Starbucks before we went to the Pure event. Went all over the front seat, or all over the floor.
All you do is take it out.
All in the WeatherTech. I just fucking sprayed that bitch when we got to camp.
Yep, it's super easy. That's everything on the interior that I have here. I don't really plan on changing anything except for just this here. I do want to change this whole system. I want to get the full display here, and that I'll actually like replace this entire panel. So in the future, I do plan on doing that, but as of right now, this is perfectly fine. So we'll go in the rear, where that's like my favorite part of hanging out in the JK. All right, back here is where I absolutely love to hang out, just because everything is organized. I'm very OCD at camp. I know that when I was going to Stagecoach, I hated, when we went with some family, and I just hated how unorganized it was. I hate having clutter everywhere. There were like Stater Brothers trash bags, like trying to organize stuff, and I just didn't like it. So I knew that was like the first thing I needed to tackle as soon as I got back. Starting with this is the drawer system chuck box. This thing is probably one of my favorite purchases aside from this. But I just got this on a really good deal. I did Raptor line it myself with a spray can. Over time though, it did get really bad, so I dropped it off at the shop. Shout out to Dan. He completely Raptor lined it. I have some cutoffs here for my propane tanks, and then like the jet boil, just because it was bouncing a lot on the previous one with no blocker here. In here I have like seasonings and like random miscellaneous things, so that's great. I actually recently purchased this 4Runner products because they had their 4th of July sale, so I got this kind of like organizing all the bathroom stuff and like wires, and I have like my lighting here for the awning. And then since I'm already on that topic, I actually just purchased this as well. This is the 4Runner tailgate table with the slider. This thing, that's great. I'm able to now have more room. I can make my coffee there, make breakfast there, so that's great. Just staying organized, like I said. And then over here is where all the magic happens. It doesn't look like it, but that was the point. I didn't want wires cluttered everywhere, and I'm able to still put my patches. Here is the Dometic PLB40 on the left. That is what's running my fridge, and on the right is my 500 watt brick. Yeah, the full disclosure, that is my buddy's company. He gave me the battery as just the prototype, and he let me have it, but so far no complaints. Hopefully I can get into that in the future, but it works fantastic. I absolutely love it. I have lights here that I'm able to connect to that for like interior to fully bright up camp and stuff while I'm cooking, because I do have the Scotto on that side. And then on the top here I have 2 USB ports, a Type-C, and then 2 wall outlets, just to charge any phones, cameras, anything like that. That's the mount that I have for like my camera to mount back there, just so it's not bouncing around the car or anything like that. And then over here, this is like my baby. I will brag about this any day of the world.
Even though you didn't know which one it actually was until yesterday.
Yeah, this entire time I thought it was a CFX 35, and then I found out it was a 45. But anyways, Dometic CFX 45. This thing is the best purchase I've ever made. It was on a really good deal, along with the PLB 40, and it beats having to worry about ice, having to worry about your bread getting soggy, your like meats getting, you know, just gross. This thing's awesome. This is like the #1 purchase I've made, and I don't regret it at all. It's great. I have waters and sparkling water and stuff like that in there right now just because we're not camping, but it's sick. Like the fact that I just popped it open and there's cold waters, best thing ever. On this side I have a bunch of recovery gear that I use. So this is my rear. This is how it looks. This is my rear, guys. I hope you like my rear end.
Well, that's the rig now. That's
yeah.
The whole rig.
That's the JK. That's pretty much it. Now it's just time to use it. Chris is getting back his 4Runner today, and I'm so pumped. So we'll be filming that today as well. I'll be giving a quick review of his rig and where it stands at after today, because today is gonna look like a completely different truck than when he purchased it. I know one thing that was like a huge, I think we even said it in like the first video picking up his 4Runner, was like, the paint's such an eyesore, but like we knew deep down at the end of the day it was gonna look badass once it does get like fully repainted and stuff. So
Junior doubted that I was gonna be able to paint it and get the bodywork done this early on, and I just want to say I fucking did it. I fucking did.
Well, let's see it. Let's make sure the paint's good, right?
We saw photos already. We've seen photos already. I can't wait for you guys to see it, because we haven't even told you guys the color yet. Yeah. So it's
nothing crazy. Don't think it's like a bright green. Or
no, nothing.
It's clean. It's just clean.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're both ready. We're gonna go hit Big Bear in 2 weeks with some friends, hopefully. So we'll go down there, we'll camp, and I'll be filming that. And then along with that, 2 weeks after that, we have Pure, and Pure is a huge thing for me, just because that's what got me into camping. That's what got me into overlanding. That's what made me want to do all this. It is exactly 1 year too, since we last went to Pure.
Well, also 1 year since you've had your car.
Yeah. But Pure, like I said, it's like it's what made me want to get all this. Like we got back that same week, and I did suspension. I started to get the rooftop tent, roof rack.
We went and we saw how much our setups weren't
lacked.
Shit.
Yeah, they lacked. They lacked compared to everybody else's. But on that note, don't compare yourself to other people's rigs, because honestly, sleeping in the JK was perfectly fine. Yeah. Like how my first video was at Big Sur, like we slept on the inside perfectly fine. Don't get me wrong, if you can like kind of spend an extra few bucks to make yourself comfortable, like do it. And by all means, like I did not spend retail price on anything in this entire vehicle. Nothing in this entire vehicle aside from the Scottle was purchased at retail price. So look for your deals, man. Like do whatever you can do to get some good deals and make it.
For us, like when we went to the event, we just saw that as inspiration. Yeah. Like we weren't like, oh, like my car's so shitty, this and that. No, like we saw it and we're like, damn, I want that. Like I'm gonna get that. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna
be there one day.
I kept saying like, oh my gosh, I want a rooftop tent so bad. But I honestly, I didn't even think I was gonna purchase it then. And then my girlfriend was like, but we'd be so much more organized and comfortable. And it's right, it's true. Like you really are. So. Next is we're gonna start using it. Hopefully Chris and I can go to Big Sur. I really want to hit that and do that with a few buddies of mine. So we'll go there.
We might even go to Fiesta Island too, just for like a day.
Yeah, just for a day. But I do want to hit. I do want to hit Anza Borrego in general. Thanks.
Nasty.
So hopefully we'll do that, and then we'll be able to finally use everything. But other than that, if you do have any questions, feel free to comment, DM me. I'll have everything on there. If you want to join us on any camping trips, just follow me, because I always post when I'm going, where I'm going, and you could always just DM me you want to go and join us. What are you doing?
Taking it off.
Taking what off? He's angry. It's 104 degrees out. He's on top of a hot car. Remove the roof. Yeah, his back hurts. But what are you doing today, Chris? What do you about to go take this truck to do?
Get painted.
Yeah? You want to tell him the color or no?
No, you guys will see what you're talking about.
All right. Yeah, this is Chris's truck. It looks almost like when he just got it, except for the hood and the lights. Yeah, so Chris went ahead and removed his roof rack, his rooftop tent. And we took off all the lights and everything.
All these
Yeah.
Even
No.
the ones that go in the thing.
We're gonna go drop it off to get it painted. When is it? When did he say is it gonna be done? When did he say you're gonna pick it up?
Like 4 days.
This weekend.
4 or 5 days.
Yeah, this weekend. So
Maybe by Saturday.
hopefully, right? Hopefully by 4th of July.
Oh, but I think for sure before 4th of July.
Next Monday.
It just depends if they work on the weekend.
Alrighty. We'll catch up to you once we go take it to the shop. It's looking good though.
The only thing I think we might be do different from what we told you already.
Sure.
We're gonna go ahead and spray this in Raptor liner.
That in Raptor liner?
Yeah, don't paint it white. Let's just do it black.
Oh, that
Raptor
black?
liner. Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, everything else is paint. It's all chilling. This Raptor liner, like you said.
So that's one in black also, right?
Yeah.
So
God damn!
Bumper covers.
This fool got a fucking pterodactyl that shitted on this guy. Are you excited?
Yeah, I actually am very excited. I'm excited to see. I'm nervous and excited at the same time.
Okay, here it is. Alright, let's see.
It's not this one, is it?
Yep.
Oh, it's right there!
Oh my
god! Oh, it's so sexy!
It looks so good! I'm not showing them the color of the truck yet. What are your thoughts?
I love it.
A few blemishes, but that'll be resolved.
Yeah, you already said to bring it back.
And then, but it looks good. Like, I like it. Alright, dog.
Left or right?
Left. They saw our reaction of it. I still haven't showed them the color. What are your thoughts?
I hope you guys like it. Threw the roof rack on real quick right now.
And then I put the KCs on, but they're not wired up yet, just because we haven't fully finished that up. It should be finished before we go to Big Bear. I'm
It
pumped.
has to be.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I'm very excited.
It's been a long time waiting. Okay, I've been wanting to do this since I bought the car, especially fixing the body damage. It's finally done, and you guys finally get to see it. There's still some few things I need to take it back and there it is.
Oh my gosh, dude! This thing looks so good. I love the white with the bronze. Chris, show them everything. Go up to it, show them the bronze. Oh, it looks so good.
You know we had to get someone there out to put on that bad girl.
Yeah, he got the sport hood, nice color match. Oh, it looks so good.
Come right here, you can see. Got it all fixed up right here. There are some spots, I don't know if you'll be able to see on the video where
Hopefully you can.
where he said, he was like, you know what, there are some spots that are a little messed up right now, but I know you want the car, and
Chris ate the car. It's his daily too.
this is my daily.
Saying
I've
you
been figuring out rides every single day, so he's like, let me give it to you. I'm going on a trip literally this weekend, so he's gonna, I'm not gonna need the car, so I'm gonna give it back to him. Hopefully he'll fix everything by then and then come back.
Dude, it looks so good. I literally love the color. Oh, Chris, it looks nasty. All right, y'all. There you go. The next video will be an update on everything that's been fixed, and then we'll be headed to Big Bear. Chris, let them know to come back so they can watch Big Bear.
The next time you guys will see, we might have another surprise for you around the time Big Bear comes around. I know this whole color was, obviously you guys knew we were painting it, but the whole color was a surprise. There might be another surprise having to do with the rear end of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay? Might be a lot of surprises coming with the rear end of the vehicle. I don't know, I just the rear end, that's it.
All right, y'all. Well, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. DM us if you have any questions.